Carbon is an element with an atomic number of 6, which can give life and take life. Every living thing on Earth has a fundamental element, carbon. From the strongest material, diamond, to the most used resource, fossil fuel, carbon is an essential element. So how does the carbon flow in nature, and what does it mean to us? From carbon in life to carbon dioxide in the gas, how does it flow? Is there a way to put all the carbon in the earth so that the air becomes less impure? To answer all these questions, we need to go back when life was much simpler. Life is one of the most complex history concepts, and we are still working on the hypothesis, let alone the proof of life. Most animals store carbon in the form of nucleic acid, proteins, carbohydrates, and lipids. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and are stored in them until they die. We all must have heard that all the fossil fuel we are using took millions of years to form. When an animal dies, it decomposes, disintegrates into the simplest form of carbon on extreme pressure and temperature, which over time becomes fossil fuel. Fossil fuel are made from decomposing plants and animals. Animals decompose into natural gas and oil, while plants become coal. All the carbon from living organisms is turned into fossil fuel and is stored in the earth. Later, when we came and started burning fossil fuel, all the carbon stored in the earth for millions of years was in the air, polluting the air. The carbon from the air is absorbed by plants and is exchanged over other organisms as food, in the end setting as fossil fuel in the earth and ending up back in the air as pollutants. So, how can we put all the carbon back in the earth? Trees are very good at absorbing carbon from the air. Studies suggest that higher level of carbon dioxide help the plant grow faster. So to store the carbon back, the plants can be buried in the ground. This way the carbon in the air will be stored in the earth, reducing the global carbon footprint. But the question is, how can we do it? Organic farming is the solution. This has been followed in many countries. They periodically grow plants on the farm and then till the soil to bury the plant. This has two benefits. They act as nutrients for the next crop and plant the carbon back in the earth. The plants can be selected so that the next plant can be benefited from the nutrients. This is a slow process but a necessary one. So how does organic farming work? Well, that's the story for another day.